published 16:53 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 30th of April 2018, updated 19:22 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 30th of April 2018. Somewhere during the last couple of months, Harry Kane went from being the golden boy of English football to the fall guy and a punchline for an easy joke. The official FA Cup Twitter account and chairman of the PFA Ben Purkis were both unable to resist the opportunity to poke fun his way. And, it is true, by his own very high standards, the goals dried up for Kane on either side of an ankle injury. Harry Kane celebrates scoring his 27th league goal of the season after turning in Kieran Trippier's cross in the second half. The striker is congratulated by his Tottenham teammates after doubling the lead at Wembley on Monday evening. The England international recovered from a slip to get back up and passed the ball into the back of the Watford net. He came into this game against Watford having scored only twice in 8 games, and one was the goal he barely touched and claimed on appeal from Christian Eriksen, to much amusement. There were times on Monday night, too, when he was not at his best, not quite as assured as he often is, but he simply refuses to hide from the responsibility of putting himself in a position to score. That is his great strength, and his goal, Tottenham's second, was the perfect example. As Son Heung-min drove in a low cross from the right, Kane slammed on the brakes to address the ball and slipped on his backside. Dele Alli calmly finishes inside a packed penalty area after Watford goalkeeper Orestes Karnezis spilled Trippier's cross. The England attacker placed the ball in the bottom right corner to give Tottenham a first-half lead. On Monday evening, the 22-year-old celebrates with Son Heung-min after breaking the deadlock in the first half at Wembley Stadium. Kane and Eric Dier celebrate after Mauricio Pochettino's side take the lead against Watford on Monday evening. It looked comical, but as the ball rolled out to the opposite flank, he climbed to his feet and was all set to apply a simple finish when Kieran Trippier whipped it back into the goalmouth. In the Premier League alone, it was his 27th of the season. Still 4 behind Liverpool's Mo Salah, but not a bad haul and brilliantly consistent from one season to the next. "I feel good, I feel sharp," said Kane. "I would have liked to play better over the last few games, but the whole team would. Hopefully I can finish strong like last year, and then we're going into a big summer. I try to improve every year. Last year I got 29, so I would like to try to beat that. In my mind, I'm just trying to get to 30. Hugo Lloris rushes out to tackle Watford midfielder Abdoulaye Doucouré, who was close to being through on goal. Striker Andre Gray had the opportunity to equalize in the first half, but his powerful low shot was saved by the Spurs keeper. More importantly, Kane's goal settled the crowd at Wembley and eased fears that Mauricio Pochettino's team might be about to blow a top 4 finish in another fit of Tottenham jitters. Dele Alli had struck in the first half with the help of a goalkeeping howler when Orestes Karnezis spilled a cross from Trippier. Karnezis dropped the ball at the feet of Christian Eriksen, who set up Alli to convert from near the penalty spot. "We conceded cheap goals," said Watford boss Javi Gracia. "We created chances and we didn't score them." His team have not scored away from Vicarage Road for 4 months, but they summoned a good response and created an open contest, albeit one littered with errors. Tottenham's number 10 had the ball in the back of the net for a second time, but his effort was correctly ruled out for offside. Second half substitute Eric Lamella's tricky footwork was a problem for Jose Holebas during his limited time on the pitch. Moussa Sissoko had the opportunity to score Spurs' third, but blazed his effort well over the bar late on in the game. Hugo Lloris made vital saves at 1-0 to deny Andre Gray, Abdoulaye Doucouré and Richarlison, and sprinted out to win a sliding tackle with Doucouré and growl at his defenders. He kept his side ahead when desperation began to creep in. Spurs regrouped during the interval and Kane struck early in the second half. High up in the Wembley seats, Gareth Southgate will have been reassured to see 2 important England attackers among the goals. "I have no doubt he will arrive in good condition for the World Cup," said Pochettino. "It has not been a great period for him in the last few weeks. He is human like anyone and has been a little bit affected, but he is a strong guy, physically and mentally. He needs to improve, but with 105 goals in 150 games in the Premier League, what more can we say? He is a fantastic striker." Watford's Craig Cathcart pressurizes Dele Alli as the Tottenham attacker bursts forward to threaten the visitors' goal. Trippier set up both Alli and Kane's goals. During a brilliant performance from the England right-back on Monday evening, there might have been more. Vertonghen hit a post and Kane fluffed the rebound. He had a goal ruled out when he was narrowly offside and created a sitter for substitute Moussa Sissoko to blaze over. The away goal continued to elude Watford and the distant threat of relegation lingers. Pochettino conceded his side were not at the best but praised their effort and was grateful for the result. His only concern was an injury from Moussa Dembele, who twisted an ankle. Spurs have restored the 5-point cushion in fourth and can clinch a Champions League place at the weekend if they win at West Bromwich Albion and Chelsea fail to beat Liverpool.